Hey, thank you very much. My name is Gobo, a student of Victoria University, pursuing Masters in Monitoring and Evaluation. Today, I'll be taking you through my research proposal, basically focusing at determinants of second dose of measles vaccine completion among children under 2 years in Magwi County, South Sudan. This research topic is based on the current situations across South Sudan. And as we are going to go through into details of it, I will look at the background and then after that, we'll look at other couple of things and then I think we should be good here. So looking at the background, this topic basically is based on the huge problem, public health problems that is brought about by measles generally. Measles contributes to the biggest public health problems in Africa, that is in the sub-Saharan region and the Saharan region, as well as this is evident at the regional levels, like in East Africa, whereby measles outbreaks have been much reported across the different countries of East African community. Uh, for example, in South Sudan, there are very many problems relating to measles outbreaks that have surfaced in different locations across the 10 states and 2 administrative areas of South Sudan. An example is in the Upper Nile state, where there has been also frequent outbreaks of um, of measles among children, and this has led to serious consequences of mortalities across children, and this also has impacted basically on the capital or the funds that is needed to manage these children, which means increasing the funding that is needed to look at this problem. So, looking at measles, children below 2 years are supposed to receive 2 doses of measles vaccine, with the first dose being given before 15 months of life of a child, and the second dose, which must be completed within 15 to 18 months after the first dose. So in most countries like South Sudan, whereby there is very low coverage of measles vaccine, this has led to rampant and frequent outbreaks of measles. In normal circumstances, all children are supposed to receive these vaccines, and at least 95% of children in the different communities should have been vaccinated against measles. This is to provide for them herd immunity, such that even in case the 5% are not vaccinated, and then the 95% will be able to protect them against any measles outbreaks. However, there remains a huge challenge in terms of completion of the second dose, such that the first dose is strengthened the immunity that is already created in the child's body. So this research, therefore, would look at examining the determinants that are contributing to the completion of second dose of measles in Magwi County, South Sudan, Central Equatorial State. So looking at the problem statement, the major which I've already just elaborated in the background. In normal circumstances, every child is supposed to receive the 2 doses of measles vaccine before he makes his second birthday. So this is to provide them with the immunity they need in case of any infection with measles, such that the consequences of these infections are not so severe to the extent that it will cause death or lead to death. And then also, all children that receive the first dose of measles vaccine, at least 95% of these children must be able to complete the second dose of measles 2. However, in most situations, children receive the first dose and the second dose is not completed. This has led to very many consequences of rampant outbreaks of measles across the different regions. And in South Sudan specifically, looking at the coverage of measles 2 vaccine coverage among children under 2 years remains very low, despite the government and NGOs and different donors investing hugely in EPI, or what we call the expanded immunization program, to ensure that children are protected with these vaccines and they don't succumb to any future infections of this. However, despite all these efforts of the agencies, still measles 2 vaccine completion remains very, very, very low here in South Sudan, specifically in Magwi County, whereby the rates are still very low. And this research actually is going to focus at determining those key areas or those key determinants that contribute to completion of second days of measles vaccine. So the objectives of this research will be, the major objective will be to identify the determinants of second dose completion, second dose of measles vaccine completion in Magwi County. And then specific objectives will focus at clinical determinants of measles vaccine 2 completion, and then family determinants of measles vaccine 2 completion, and as well as health system determinants of measles vaccine 2 completion among children 2 years. Then there's such evaluating this or determining some of these different determinants will include what are the clinical determinants of measles, family determinants there of measles 2 completion, and then health system factors determinants of measles vaccine 2 completion. In play, to put it very clear here, the major or be the measles vaccine 2 completion. That will be the variable. And then family determinants and health system measles vaccine completion. So the interplay is in that clinical determinants will influence how measles vaccine to completion rates would. So, as well as family determinants will also influence completion rates look like, as well as health system determinants, things like availability of these vaccines at the health facility hugely will influence or contribute to whether this child or children under 2 years will be able to complete their second dose of measles. So the methodology this research will employ, it will take into a cross-sectional design whereby data will be collected at just the specific will be done and in Magwi County. So these are the terms of sampling. It will employ a convenient sampling method in then our target givers of children under 2 years, and then as well as the sampling method that is used for calculating sample size. In regards to data collection, a couple of data collection tools. One, considering a questionnaire that is an objective of this research and the research questions. And then there will be a focus group discussions as well, and then key informant interviews. The focus to have a deeper understanding of some of these factors or determinants, how they influence each other, and collect qualitative data to be able to explain some of the interrelations. Descriptive analysis into consideration, whereby we shall focus on regression analysis, looking at variables. I mean, the three variables. We can also employ thematic analysis to majorly focus on the focus group discussion or the qualitative data that is collected to be able to get. Also into this, we shall take into consideration the ethical consideration, of course, before data collection, as well on the questionnaire to ensure that they collect exactly what is needed. The aim of hope that you will enjoy it, and thank you.